What's up guys, Keenan here, your number one Wolverine fan? Okay, that's not right. I'm still your number one Spider-Man PS5 fan. If you're new here, I basically only cover Spider-Man PS5 content. That is, until today. That's right, we're gonna switch it up today and talk about some Wolverine. Due to popular demand, I decided to talk about something other than Spider-Man today. Even though Insomniac's Spider-Man is hands down my favorite interpretation of Spider-Man, and talking about it will always be the foundation of my channel, I thought it'd be fun to switch it up, considering Insomniac Games will be creating the new Wolverine game. And while it's likely that this game is still years away from its release, I still think it'd be fun to talk about something we all know will be in this game, and that is alternative suits. So today's Wolverine topic is going to be suits I'd like to see in Insomniac's Wolverine. Let's get into it. So the first one up on my list is going to be the most obvious choice, and that's the classic Wolverine suit. This suit has many different iterations, but my first time seeing it was in the 90s X-Men animated series. And I mean, to not have this alternative suit in the game would just be a crime. Is it a little bit dated and tacky? Yes, by all means it is, but it's the classic look. For me, there is nothing more nostalgic than this suit. Every time I see it, I instantly play the theme song to the X-Men animated series in my head. And speaking of the animated series, I'd like to see an additional version of this suit with a tune or cell shading to mimic the look of the animated series. Insomniac had a couple of suits that featured cell shading in the Spider-Man games, so I see no reason why it couldn't be added in this game. I'd also like to see some versions of the suit that don't have the helmet. I think that'd be pretty cool. The more options, the better. Alright, next up on my list is one of my personal favorites, and that's the Weapon X look. This is one of the most iconic looks for Wolverine. I'm not sure if this game is actually going to feature the origin story of Wolverine getting the adamantium, but if it does, this look will most certainly be part of the game. However, if they decided to skip that origin and give us a Wolverine who's already had the adamantium claws, then they should still add this suit as an unlockable option. There is a live action version of this suit that was featured in X-Men Apocalypse, but if I'm being honest, I'd prefer to see the comic book version of the Weapon X look. I just think it looks more badass. I wouldn't be upset if they added both versions, but if I had to choose one, I'd definitely lean towards the comic accurate look. So the next suit on my list is going to be arguably one of the coolest suits for Wolverine, and that's the X-Force suit. I mean, this suit is just perfect. I'm a sucker for black suits, and this one has a special place in my heart. This one may be one of the most menacing looks Wolverine has ever had. The black and the grays, along with the red glowing lenses, are just perfection. If this suit does make it into the game, it's going to be hard for me to want to choose anything else. It's such a terrifying look that certainly would strike fear into anyone's eyes that tried to cross paths with Wolverine. It's definitely a must-have for alternative suits in the game. Up next on my Wolverine suits wishlist, we have the Days of Future Past suit from the film. The X-Men films never really seemed to nail the X-Men costumes in my opinion. However, I do like this look for Wolverine. It's among one of the best looks from the X-Men films, aside from the one that we got in Logan, which I'll get to later, but this look is a much more tactical look with some armored protection and some really cool gloves. I don't like a lot of the live action suits from the X-Men movies, but this one really works for me. It's definitely one that I'd like to see added in the game. Alright, next up we have the new X-Men Wolverine look. You know I had to throw a biker look into this list. I'll be honest with you guys, when I was a kid, I inherited a ton of new X-Men comics. So aside from the Wolverine costume that we saw in the 90s animated series, this is the only other look that I knew for Wolverine. So like the classic suit, this one's very nostalgic to me. I love the biker look with the black leather jacket and the X-Men patch on the side. Hopefully this game is going to feature an open world with the ability to use your motorcycle and get around. If that's the case, this look while on a motorcycle would make for some really great photo mode opportunities. So guys, that's going to conclude the first part to this video series. I'll be releasing a second part sometime next week. But in the meantime, let me know what suits you would like to see added to the Wolverine game. Also, let me know if you want me to continue to branch out into other superhero related games. Spider-Man will always make up the majority of my videos, but I don't mind branching out here and there. But thank you guys so much for your support. I'm nearing 1,000 subs and I've posted like 15 videos. It's just insane. Thank you so much. But that's going to be the end of this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.